Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the special edition of the Battleground War Room. Guys, we are literally not even 2 weeks as of the show tonight. We are literally, right, I can get to a calendar. We're actually officially 10 days away here. Yeah, next Saturday is the big show as the Battleground returns to the 2300. Guys, we will be joined in a couple of minutes now by the man behind it all, Mr. Timothy Embler, because, guys, there's a lot of stuff going on right now in the Battleground room. And while we're waiting for Tim, I just want to go over the card here quickly. We talked about this last week, but Lady Cross takes on Danny Mo for the number one contender spot for the BCW Women's Championship. As we know, Sammy Chaos dethroned Danny at the last show, and we found out Sammy will not be at this show, and basically handpicked the opponent for Danny to win. That Danny has to beat Lena to become the number one contender. But also we have in action, and more than likely it's going to be your main event, Crowbar, who is your current BCW World Champion, takes on Gangrel, who is the Vampire Warrior. Also in action, we will see Shane Mercer take on Drake Younger as he defends his BCW Philadelphia Street Fight Championship. But there's more, guys. The Powers of Pain, yes, guys, that team from the 80s takes on Blackout. Also in action, Masada returns to the BCW ring as he takes on the one and only Too Cold Scorpio. Followed up by that, we got Phil Insane in action. He takes on Matt Tremont in a Halloween House of Horrors match. Now, I don't know yet if this is basically going to be like Extreme Rules to the nth degree, but something seems to tell me that there will be a lot of blood in this match. And also in action, we will see Alvin Alvarez take on Dangerous Danny Doran, where the winner will become the number one contender for a future title shot at whoever walks away as your BCW heavyweight champion, if it is Crowbar or if it happens to be the one and only Mr. Gangrel. Guys, again, just bear with us a few seconds here as we, just want to share the show so people can watch or people can interact with us. Because, guys, like I said, you guys are one of the main reasons for this. And you guys push. Oh, there we go. You guys push the show. And also, I also want to make a mention as well. Around the Ropes will be live from the 2300 Arena next Saturday, as we'll be doing the pre-show live. I don't know yet if it's just going to be maybe myself and somebody else, but you'd have to wait and see. And also, I can confirm that Around the Ropes will be a part of commentary as well in certain aspects for the big show. Guys, again, this all goes down next Saturday live from the 2300 Arena. But prior to that, there is some stuff going on prior to the wrestling, and that's what we're going to get into tonight, because prior to the event, there will be a Halloween costume contest. Obviously, we're heading into Halloween. You want to wear your best Halloween costume, so you're not going to miss that. There's also going to be a meet and greet where you can meet all the stars of Battleground Championship Wrestling and so much more. Guys, you can also catch Around the Ropes as we will be live from the stage area ahead of the big show. Guys, again, it's weird to think that in 4 years of this show that I get to sit here and say that Around the Ropes will have done shows a couple of times now in that infamous building called the 2300 Arena. If you would have told me 4 years ago, 5 years ago, that I would be doing Around the Ropes live from the building in Philly, where ECW was basically born, let's call a spade here, I would have said you're nuts. So I give Timothy Embler a lot of credit and a lot of gratitude for giving me the opportunity to bring the show live to that building. Guys, we are also live tonight, so you can also, if you guys want, you guys can leave any comments or questions below, and we'll definitely pull them up. Guys, again, this is the Battleground War Room, your weekly Battleground Championship Wrestling look as we get closer and closer to the big event. October 25th is when it all goes down, live from the 2300 Arena. Again, guys, let me go over the card one more time. Alvin Alvarez takes on Dangerous Danny Doran, where Danny will be coming with a special guest, enforcer, I guess you want to call it, and the winner becomes the new number one contender for the PCW heavyweight title. Next we got is Phil Insane takes on Matt Tremont in a Halloween House of Horrors match. What that means, I have no freaking clue. I think that's the best way I can explain it. Then also in action, we got Masada taking on Too Cold Scorpio. Obviously we all know Too Cold Scorpio was supposed to be at one of the previous Battlegrounds, but unfortunately he had some legal issues, so he was not able to be there. So it'll be nice to see him in action. The Powers of Pain take on Blackout at this show as well. Also, we got Drake Younger defending the BCW Philadelphia Street Fight Championship against the one and only Shane Mercer. Gangrel will take on the one and only Crowbar for Crowbar's BCW World Championship in the King of the Damned. So be curious to see how that one plays out. As we mentioned before as well, Blade Across takes on Danny Moe, where it's basically a number one contenders match for the women's title. So basically, coming out of this show, we will know the next opponent for Sammy Chaos. Emerald's going to know the next opponent for either Crowbar or Gangrel. And so much more. Got a comment coming in here from Bill saying, will the Philadelphia Playboy be in the building? Bill, I don't know that one for sure, but that would be a question I can bring up to the promoter, Mr. Timothy Embler, when he joins us in a few minutes. So definitely, Bill, I appreciate the question, and I appreciate you watching the show, my friend. But guys, again, leave your questions below. If I cannot answer them, I will definitely bring them up to Mr. Embler, who is the man behind it all. So definitely going to get his thoughts on it as well. And it looks like we got Angie here. So let me bring in the wonderful Miss Angela Weiss.
Thank you.
How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. It's funny. I think you and I have crossed paths a couple of times at the 2300 Arena, but we never actually formally met.
No. Well, hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. But I know we'll talk about tonight the stuff going on before the wrestling.
Yeah, there's a lot that we have going on that everyone's going to enjoy.
So if you want, I was kind of talking about before you joined. If you want to just kind of start wherever you want, go right ahead.
Well, there will be a costume contest, and there will be a child category and an adult category, and you will win like all kinds of prizes. There'll be some wrestlers in the bags and the goodie bags and stuff like that for the winners. There will be a fortune teller, and there will be face painting. And there's also a meet and greet where all the wrestlers are going to be there, and you can meet them, talk to them. And I seen a comment on here saying, is Philly Playboy going to be here? And yes, he will be in the building.
Okay, so Bill, that answers your question on that one. I wasn't sure on that one. But it's definitely going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, 100% lots of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, it's also going to be a live podcast as well, which we could definitely touch on that as well as soon as Tim hops in here, because I know there's some stuff he wants to talk about. But, Angela, let me ask you this question. Obviously, you're a lifelong Battleground fan. Is there one match on this show that you're looking forward to?
Actually, yeah, Nick Gage versus Christian Ross.
Yeah, and it's right. We just had Christian on here last week, and I'm very curious to see how he does.
Yeah, Christian's one of my best friends, so I'm excited for that match.
Oh, Bill just said in the comments, he goes, he's buying his tickets right now.
Awesome! Yay! Can't wait to see you there.
But it's definitely, I mean, I'll look forward to all the matches because they're all going to be stellar matches, to say the least.
100%.
And that's the one thing I feel like people don't give Tim and Battleground enough credit for.
Not at all. Tim does so much for the wrestling community and does so much for Battleground. He does not get enough props, and he should. Tim's a great guy. Tim does amazing things, and he should get shown the support and everything like that. And some people can be ignorant and rude, and so.
Unfortunately, that's the wrestling world for you.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Bill says the Philly Playboy is the realest of the real, Don Flamingo in the flesh.
Yes, Playboy is really nice. He's one of my good friends also.
Like I said, it's been it's been at least close to a year since I've been back down in Philly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was there and actually, speaking about the man himself, let's bring him in. The man behind it all, the one who's responsible for all this, Mr. Timothy Embler. Tim, how you doing?
Whoa, 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 whoa. First off, let's say hi to these two. I can get it. Oh, it's the bunnies.
And this is my gecko.
Blaine?
My gecko.
Oh,
John Blaine, what is happening, my friend? What is going on? We're in the Battleground War Room. We are less than 2 weeks away, John Blaine.
Can you believe it?
Talk to me, man. Talk to me. What do you got? We got so much going on. I can't even keep track of the stuff we got going on. We got a Halloween party. We got a costume contest. We got face painting. We got some people. We got fortune tellers. We got so much stuff going on, John Blaine. I can't even keep track. We got the bunnies behind me gobbling some hay. It is crazy. It's insane. It's the Battleground. It's the Halloween show. Personally, my favorite show of the year. Take it away, John Blaine.
Well, I want to ask you this question now. I saw you posted something a couple of days ago about something with Hudson Valley for November 3rd. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
I did post something. Well, listen, I can't. First off, November 3rd. What day of the week is November 3rd?
Tell you in a second.
It is a Monday, John Blaine. Yes. And what happens on Mondays?
Announcement Mondays.
Oh, so listen, there's gonna be a lot of stuff going down in the next few weeks. A lot of announcements, a lot of things that are gonna happen that maybe some people will be on board with, maybe some people won't be, maybe some people will be happy, maybe some people will be disappointed. Nonetheless, but I can make this statement about the announcement on November 3rd and what that meant. The Hudson Valley is where I'm from. A lot of people think I live in Philly. I do not. I love Philly. It's my second home, but that's not where I'm from. I'm from the Hudson Valley, New York, which if you're not familiar with the Hudson Valley, New York, I would say the most recognizable thing wrestling fans would know is the Poughkeepsie Civic Center, where there's a company currently running their Austin Championship Wrestling. Awesome guys that now run it. I recommend checking them out. But that's what's going on in my area, the Hudson Valley. There's lots of mountains, lots of mountain biking, clean air, good living, whatever. But what's happening is coming to the Hudson Valley. And I can say this, John Blaine, some people will be excited, some people won't. It doesn't have anything to do with professional wrestling. And let that simmer. We'll let that simmer.
Okay.
We'll let it simmer. It's got to simmer, John Blaine. Right now, the flame's on a 1. It's at the simmer. That's when you put the sauce on the flame. When it's low and it simmers, it doesn't quite boil, but that's when all the flavor comes in. And then pretty soon we'll turn it up high and it'll boil. But we got a long way to go for that. Right now, we're just on a nice, cool simmer. Go ahead, John.
Obviously, before we can get to the announcement, we got the Battleground for the 2300 Arena, October 25th for the Halloween show. I know Angela kind of talked about it. Do you want to go into it as far as what people can expect before the show?
So one of the things, John, is you will be taking part in. You will be having a live Around the Rope podcast going on at the Halloween party. So what we're going to do with that is we'll be broadcasting. You will be broadcasting live directly from the 2300 Arena. We're going to have lots of talent on with you. You're going to be able to watch this on all the Battleground social media outlets. And so if you can't make it for whatever reason, you can't make it to the Halloween party meet and greet, you will be there in spirit and you can watch along with you, John Blaine, and we will be live. And who knows who will be stopping by the Around the Ropes podcast when we're during the meet and greet. The entire roster will be there. So we have no idea who will be stopping by, but it'll be lots of fun. John, you're a great host, so I'm sure you got lots to in store. Let me ask you, John. Do you have a lot in store for the Battleground fans for the Around the Ropes podcast?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't want to spoil it now because I want people to be surprised when it comes to the show itself. But I'll put it this way. You might want to think about favorite Halloween wrestling themed costumes, because that's going to be a big topic.
Yes, costumes.
As well as also, talking about what's coming up on the show, which, like I said, we've been talking about it a lot. And I mean, I saw the poster came out today. When do you think it'll finally hit you, Tim?
Say that again.
When do you think it finally will hit you about this show?
When what? I'm sorry, John. Say that one more time.
When it will finally hit you.
Well, I mean, there's just the thing is I know what's going on behind the scenes, especially in Battleground, and no one else does. Maybe a couple people, but all I can say is this: the Battleground means so much to me, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to have brought this. One of the biggest things about Battleground that I wanted it to be was I wanted it to be unique. And it's unique in the approach of the themes of the show and the vibe of the show. And just, I wanted people to not so much, yeah, of course you're at professional wrestling, but I also wanted you to feel like you were kind of like at the theater. And you'll see a little bit of that for this show as well. The theatrics of professional wrestling, the storytelling of professional wrestling. I mean, we got stories that have been going on for years, and of course, I'm not saying goodbye. Battleground is not shutting down. I can say that, but there will be major changes coming in the way Battleground is run, be in the way the Battleground is presented, and there's just a lot going on behind the scenes, and I will be revealing that over the next few months. I might have a statement in the ring as far as the future for Battleground goes, but it is not goodbye, so I don't want anybody to think it is. But by the same token, you may not recognize the company after October 25th.
Wow.
Right, Black Bunny wants to say hello, everybody. Black Bunny is very intent toward hay eating right now.
But guys,
go ahead. Did you have a follow-up for that, John? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I just want to say, the fans who watch it, you don't want to miss this. This is a huge show. We've gone over the card. We'll find out who the more contenders going to be for Semi Chaos coming out of the show. Will it be Danny Mo? Will it be Lady Cross? You're going to have to wait and see. Also, does Alvin Alvarez continue the redemption tour and become the number one contender? You're going to have to wait and see. And I think that's the biggest thing I keep telling people with the show.
If you ever supported the Battleground, if you love Battleground, even if you're just a casual fan, this is the show you don't want to miss. That's not a hype. That's not a commercial. That's the way things are on October 25th may never be that way again. So we're going to have an opportunity to get together under those circumstances, under those lights, to the Battleground family together as it should be, perhaps it'll never quite be that way again. Not that it won't be better or worse, but it may never be that way again. So for that reason and that reason alone, I think everybody should come out October 25th. At least if you've ever been to a show, if you planned on coming to a show, this is the show to come to, because when the dust settles, when everything's said and done, you're going to regret it if you weren't at this show. If you're a professional wrestling fan, or if you're an entertainment fan, and I will convey that a little bit to the live audience when I'm in the ring, and I will convey that a little bit post show. But I can't. If it sounds like it's ending, I can say it is not ending, but the way things are constructed is ending. So go ahead.
Guys, again, you don't want to miss this. This all goes down October 25th. If you're not in the Philly area, definitely watch it on Triller. And like Tim said before, if you can't make it, we'll be live to Around the Ropes, giving you all of your information, help you a lot of characters into the show. Tim, there's also a Halloween costume contest, correct?
Yes, Angela can talk a little bit about that.
Hi. So yeah, there will be kids and adults, and we'll be having bags for the winners, first, second, and third. There will be a lot of goodies in the bag, a lot of wrestling stuff, posters, anything you can think of that we can put in there, we're going to put in there. And it's going to be a fun time.
Let me ask you a question, though. Is there a criteria for people to follow, or is it going to be, which one is like the most creative?
Which is the most creative? There's not really no criteria. You can come dress up as whatever you want.
Okay. I want to see somebody come in dressed up as Sebastian Booker. I would really laugh if that happened.
The previous winners are somebody dressed up like Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. They won one year. And who won it last year? I think it was the kid. Wasn't it the little kid who dressed up like Nick Gage?
Yeah.
Yeah, some little kid dressed up like Nick Gage. He was great.
It was so adorable. As someone who works in daycare, it was so adorable. Like it was so cute.
Well, I can say this much as the fact that Around the Ropes will be live. I'm going to put it out there right now. If the person wants to, when they win the costume contest, they can be a guest on the show that day.
Oh, and okay.
That's big news, John Blaine. What do you think about that, Black Bunny?
So whoever wins, if they would like, they can be on the show. If it's a 5-minute thing or however long they want, just to give them their recognition.
Awesome. I really like that.
All right, we'll add that. We'll add that to the growing list of prizes that the grand finale or the grand prize winner
the
for
grand
the finale. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I got bunnies running all over the place, John Blaine.
But there will be face painting for the kids also. I'll be doing face painting. So, and there also will be a fortune teller and a tarot card reader.
Okay.
We got tarot cards. We can tell, and don't ask about the future of Battleground because I don't want the spirits to tell you. It's a big secret.
You know somebody will, Tim. You know somebody.
Somebody's gonna find out because one of the witches or ghosts are gonna tell somebody what's going on, and it's gonna blow the whole thing. So when you go up to the fortune teller, do not ask about the Battleground.
It's actually funny, Andrew. You said before about the face painting that is going to be going on. If you need help at all, my girlfriend's going to list me.
Okay. Yeah.
Stuff.
Listen, the more help, the better. John
we can use all the help we can get.
Absolutely. I figure because she loves working with being around kids like that. So I figure. So yeah, she'll love to hear that one.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and we'll be giving out candy too. So we'll have candy to give out to the kids and.
Yeah, you can actually trick or treat the 2300 arena. So if you want to bring your
we'll
kids
be
by
giving candy to wrestlers, and they'll be able to grab it from the table, ask the wrestler for trick or treat or stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask you guys one last question before we sign off for this edition. What is your guys's, and obviously ask the fans as well, favorite wrestling themed Halloween costume?
Oh, that's really hard.
Let's see. I would say for me, I don't know if you've ever noticed these guys that go around to the Comic Cons and they go around to other shows and they all dress as cosplayers. There's one guy who's always Dusty Rhodes,
Yes.
who wears polka dots. And there's like a whole group of these guys. And every time I see them, I always laugh, and I think they do a great job. The only problem is, I think that Dusty Rhodes guy actually thinks he is Dusty Rhodes, which is a little disturbing. That's just a little disturbing. I think when people don't know who Dusty Rhodes is, and he's out, like say, like at an ice cream shop or doing something, I think he talks like Dusty Rhodes and calls himself Dusty when no one's around. It's just what I think. But those cosplayers are awesome. So I would say like there's one guy who dresses like the Iron Sheik, and they all do a great job. So I would say anything from the 80s. Anything from the 80s is always fun because they were great, colorful characters. So if anybody wants to come out as like the Iron Sheik or Roddy Piper or something along those lines, you got a good shot of winning some prizes.
My favorite would have to be Randy Macho Man Savage. There is someone on my Instagram page not that long ago, and he's known as like the Randy Macho Man cosplayer, and his cosplay is like on point. Like it's amazing.
Macho-verse?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Well,
all right. Well, listen, John, but one final thing I'll say before we go, just remember, everybody, the Halloween party starts at 3:00 and it is free. That's what I mean. FREE. Free.
$3.99.
You do not need a ticket for the night show to come to the meet and greet. So who does that? Who does that? What company gives away free tickets? So you come to everybody, the whole Philadelphia, all South Philly, come on out. There's no charge. So come and get some candy. Come and hang out. See John Blaine. See Angela. See me. See the whole crew. We're all going to be there, and it's going to be amazing. And it may never be like this again. So make sure you come out to this one, October 25th. John, you're the best.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely, guys. I'm just going to say it out to anybody who's watching this. Let's sell this building out on October 25th. Let's sell this building out.
Thank you, John, for everything you do behind the scenes. John, thank you. Angela, for everything you do. Thank you. I couldn't do it without any of you guys. You're just as important as me. Thank you for the Battleground family, everybody who's watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in about a week and a half.
Bye, guys.
Yep, guys. Have a good night. Guys, for Tim and Angela, I'm John. This has been the Battleground War Room. We'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.